As it winds through Kenya's lush national parks, the standard gauge railway, the country's largest infrastructure project since independence, seems like a symbol of progress. Some experts argue the railway will support Kenya's long-term development.
The standard gauge railway is a real game changer. And now you have a railway where you can get on a train and you can arrive at the other end in 5 hours.
The railway connects Nairobi and Mombasa, Kenya's two largest cities. Before the SGR, it took 10 to 15 hours to drive between the cities on a stretch of poor roads.
That is completely game-changing for people movement, but I think perhaps more importantly for goods movement.
But a new report by the Daily Nation, Kenya's largest independent newspaper, suggests a hidden cost. It claims the multi-billion-dollar loan with China to build the railway could imperil Kenya's sovereignty and assets. Details of the 2014 contract between Kenya and the Export-Import Bank of China emerged in early January. Beijing's infrastructure deals and the structure of its loans are typically kept secret. The Nation report says it obtained a copy of the pact and raised concerns on the scope of assets Kenya must forfeit if it defaults on the loan. The contract also stipulates that Kenya must use Chinese goods, technology, and services in the railway's construction and operation. A confidentiality clause prohibits the Kenyan government from disclosing the terms of the contract without Beijing's expressed written consent. The excerpts provide some of the most tangible evidence to date that Beijing may engage in what critics characterize as debt trap diplomacy, lending designed to force countries into handing over land, minerals, and strategic assets when they default on a loan. The Nation didn't reveal how it acquired the contract nor how it determined its authenticity. But language in the document closely matches contracts VOA reviewed for projects tied to the Belt and Road Initiative, China's trillion-dollar global infrastructure plan in Serbia, Kyrgyzstan, and Guyana. These contracts suggest the terms of the Kenya loan may reflect Beijing's lending practices across Africa and beyond. Since launching in 2017, the SGR has been marred by allegations of corruption, racism, and poor management. Both Kenyan and Chinese officials have faced criminal charges. President Uhuru Kenyatta pushed back against claims that Chinese lending has hurt the country.
My friends, we are ahead of our payment schedule. We are not tied to any country, but we are working together with those who appreciate and understand Kenya's developmental needs, China being one of them. China is a very, very strong supporter of Kenya's development agenda.
He added that Kenya will continue to borrow for development. I'm Salim Solomon for VOA News, Washington.